Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim.
All right, try it again. It said the mic got unplugged.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier, that the microphone was being stupid. So
Okay.
You got to be careful with the wire.
I'm not touching it.
Well, we have 6 games in the NHL. I've already moved on 4 of them. I actually really like this NHL card. And then we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the NBA. So we have 12 games to go over today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the NBA. So we have 12 games to go over for today's card. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1 went right, 1 went wrong in the world of sports betting. And for me, if I would have just stayed off the NBA, the day would have been just that much better, because NHL continues, the last 3 days now have been really, really solid. Completely swept the board in the NHL. LA Kings minus 128, easy winner. They win 5-1 over the New Jersey Devils. The Devils need to continue to be faded. That's just the pretty plain and simple truth, is just keep betting against the Devils at this moment. And then the later game I bet, because it was only I think 6 games yesterday. I only bet 2 of them. But I doubled down on this one here. The Sharks team total was a 2.5 at plus money, and they lost 4-3. So the team total over 2.5 plus 125, winner. The full game over 6, winner. So nice 3-0 day in the NHL. The NBA, I should have just stayed off. I started off 2-0. It was a good start to the NBA day. The Sixers plus 8 was a winner. The Sixers plus 275 was a winner. And then every single over I bet went under. Celtics game really pissed me off. The Boston Celtics scored 140 points. Game still stayed under. 140 to 88. Over loses by 2 points on that one. Toronto, Charlotte, over 222.5. Comes up short. There was 217 there. The Orlando-Detroit game finishes on 204. I had the over 217. New York, Cleveland over 213. I saw that line drop to 209 with the Donovan Mitchell news, and I knew that was a loser. And then the team total over 118.5 for the Spurs, and the full game over 243. The Spurs won outright by double digits, and I still lost the play on the Spurs yesterday as they come 1.5 short on the team total. So swept the board in the NHL with 2-6 in the NBA. Luckily, my NHL bets are bigger than my NBA bets, and that's the beauty of the way I do my betting. Is the NHL were a unit each, and NBA was 0.6 units each, and I do that for a reason. Overall, it was still a profitable day, up 0.74 units for me, or about 3/4 of a unit, 0.745 units, so 3/4 of a unit for me yesterday, profitable. So looking to have another winning day here.
Yeah, nice little day on the site too. 4-1 on the site. We started off nicely with the Clippers plus 105. Yeah, I saw everybody and their mother all over Minnesota, and that one didn't work out for them. Obviously, it only would have mattered if you bet money line, because it went from Minnesota -1 to +1, or +1 to minus whatever it was. So the I guess the spread came into effect, but whatever. I took the money line. It worked. Nick had the Kings, as he mentioned. Cleveland. I liked that play up until when I heard was out. Mitchell was out. And then I liked it even more, and then they completely fell apart. So that was not fun. You had the Minnesota over, nice, and Oklahoma City -5 and a hook. Oklahoma City is now the number 1 team in the West. So there you go. Figure I mentioned that, but yeah, good overall day. 4-1. Only loser was Cleveland. And hockey is stupid again. Anyways, let's jump into the chat. Say hi to everybody, and then we'll get into it. Yes, sir. What's up, Justin? Stacks Pod is the Wolfpack of NC State. I'm on it already, Justin. I'm on it already. Kings, there you go. The over in the Sabres game, there you go. Clippers, Knicks, Thunder, Mavericks. Thanks for the Clips game. Yeah, there you go. Trevor Moore, 2 points. Fiala, 2 points. Hell yeah, dude. Lost out on 4 units. SOBA. Oh my God, UAB, who was up 16 points, ended up losing by 20. Yeah, Memphis had an absolute nuclear second half. I want to pull that up now. I want to see exactly how that one fell into place, because I saw the final in that game and it was just crazy. Memphis. Oh yeah, 61 to 46 UAB in the first half, just to get to spun around 60 to 26 in the second half for Memphis.
Sheesh.
Memphis won the second half by 34 points. That's how they covered. I'm sorry, Nathan. That's fucking rough. Wizards and Bulls today, or was that yesterday? I have a feeling that's today. I will say I looked at today's NBA card. I only like one game in the NBA today. So down 5 units. That's rough. Mavericks X. Nicholas Handy saying hi. What's up, Nicholas Handy? I still do have a live $45 4-teamer. 3 out of 4 will pay out $250. Nice. Good morning. All ears. What's up, Real Deal? I think Vegas gave the old call. Yeah. Live betting Memphis was my biggest live cash. I kept betting it plus 550 all the way down to minus 105. Had them pre-flop minus 6.5. Man, you must have had a good day then. That's awesome to hear, dude. Let's jump into some hockey, Nick.
Yeah, and I've already bet 4 games in the NHL for today, and this is one of them. I did a free pick video for this game as well. Let's get my line history up for the NHL here, as we have the Boston Bruins traveling to Toronto to take on the Maple Leafs. We have the Maple Leafs minus 130 favorites. Total of 6.5 in this spot. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here, where we have the Maple Leafs opened up as 120 favorites. It's up to a 128 on Bet Online. Line opened up at a 6 at minus 116. It's a 6 at minus 125 now. So we've had to move towards the over. We've had to move towards the Maple Leafs in this game here. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this spot, where we have this game with, here we go, 25% of the tickets, but 68% of the cash is on the Boston Bruins in this game. So we've had money coming in on the Bruins, but yet the line moving towards the Maple Leafs. 85% of the tickets, 77% of the cash on the over. The line's moving slowly towards said over there. And looking at this game here, I have this game projected for Joseph Woll and Linus Ullmark. It could be Swayman. I don't really care which Bruins goalie it is. They're about the same to me. And I have the Maple Leafs with Woll and net around a minus 165 favorite in this one, minus 170. And the way the Maple Leafs have been playing right now, they deserve to be favorites in this game, and they deserve to be bigger favorites in this game. Boston is just going the wrong direction at the moment, and until they figure it out, I want nothing to do with this Bruins team. Defensively, they've really struggled. They gave up 5 to the Islanders in their last game. They gave up 4 to Vegas, 4 to Seattle, 3 to Vancouver, 3 to Calgary, 5 to Edmonton, 3 to Dallas, 5 to LA, 4 to Seattle. Defensively, they've not been very good. And on the flip side, this Toronto team has been clicking on all cylinders right now. They've scored at least 4 goals in 9 of their last 10 games. The only game they didn't was that loss against Vegas. And when you look at the head-to-head meetings between these two teams, the Bruins have won 5 in a row against the Maple Leafs. The last 3 of them were in overtime. If you like the draw between the Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple draws, there you go. Or the Boston Draw Party. if you want to go with that way as well. Those are shout out to the Ice guys for coming up with those fun names for these teams. But current form, I give 100% to the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they have some revenge they need to get on these Boston Bruins for the last not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 matchups that they've gone up against this Bruins team. I think they get the win in this game here. Give me the Maple Leafs at -130. And the way that this offense has been clicking, I'm kind of interested in this Maple Leafs team total over as well. Even though my numbers don't project them for over 3.5 goals, it projects them for 3.1 goals. I could see value here in looking at a team total with the way that this offense has been clicking and the way the defense has been playing for Boston as of late. +110 for team total over 3.5. I kind of like that as well, but I'll just stick with the money line here. Maple Leafs -130 for me.
Man, I would want to go after the puck line, if anything, Nick.
You could play the -1 line. Absolutely, you could.
I was going all out. Puck lines around +200 area, plus 175, 185. I could see a couple 190s for Toronto. I think they win this game by margin. I mentioned I was high on Toronto coming into the year, and they're finally showing that form. I know I have a ticket for them to win the President's Trophy. They're not going to, but they're starting to look a lot better. So I really do like Toronto in this matchup. I think they get a big win. Can we call this a statement win? Although they've had a bunch of really good wins on this win streak. Including against the Rangers, who are on a hot streak. There's not really many big wins. I mean, at Vegas was, I guess, a big win. But Vegas has looked like garbage lately. I do like Toronto in this matchup, though.
Also, keep in mind one other aspect in this for this game as well. If the regular season were to end now, we'd be going to TD Garden for Maple Leafs Bruins in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh, that's sick.
Like this is a playoff matchup right now.
That's awesome. Hello, Nick, sir.
Hello.
Free play. I'm on the Philadelphia Phillies money line spring training. I have bet like 0 spring training so far. So I think I bet like Kansas City once and they lost to Texas. I haven't bet since. OT. You could see OT in this game. I don't.
It's the Toronto Maple draws and the Boston Bruins. Yeah,
I was taking a shot with who do you call it, but
that's why I was worried about the puck lines. I like this game potentially to go to overtime.
Also, another C note with those SOB Wild and Nebraska first half cash Wild puck line. Who would have thought the Wild couldn't cover a puck line versus the Sharks? Leafs money line.
Yeah, I like the Leafs.
Yo has Sharks first period money line. Well, that was a push. Sadly, better a push than a loss. Good morning, boys. Got some extra time. Nicholls State.
There you go.
What does Nicholls State got today?
What are the Colonials playing there?
They're playing Northwestern State. I kind of leaned to Northwestern State, but I did not bet it. But good luck to you. And then Maple Leafs. Nylander 2 points. I could see that. Both games this season went to overtime.
Yep.
But both times the teams were actually playing good. So this should be a fun game, Nick.
I really like this game. I bet it too. Let's take a look here in this spot where we have the New York Rangers. They're hosting the Florida Panthers. Panthers opened up at -102 on Bet Online, and it's now to a 125 in this game. So we have a decent move towards the Florida Panthers in this one here. Line opened up at 6 at -112. It's now at 6 at +104. So we have a move towards the under, and we have a move towards the Florida Panthers in this game here. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this spot where it's 60% of the tickets and 86% of the cash is on these Florida Panthers, 2,900 tickets in. 65% of the tickets, 68% of the cash is on the under in this game as well. The lines move towards the under in this spot. Let's take a look at my projections in this game, which I just had them up and I clicked on the wrong tab. There we go. Let's scroll up to Florida, New York. And I have this game priced for the Panthers to be $1.40, $1.45 favorites on the road here. I'm on the Panthers at -125 in this game. Panthers snapped their 4-game losing streak against the Rangers in their last matchup, a 4-3 win on December 29th. The over is 9-0-1 in the last 10 games between these two teams. So these two teams play a lot of high-scoring games: 4-3, 4-3, 6-2, 5-2, 5-2, 4-3, 4-3, 4-3, 6-5, 5-4. So very high-scoring games. Rangers coming in off of a loss in a shootout against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Previous that they beat Columbus after losing to Columbus, and that loss to Columbus snapped their 11-game winning streak. Florida Panthers are hot once again. They're 9-1 their last 10 games. They're coming in off of a dominant performance where they took a red-hot Detroit Red Wings team and shut them down, shut them out. It's a beautiful thing. This is a damn good hockey team, this Florida Panthers team, and you're giving me them on the road at only -125. Yes, I get it. They're on the road. But the fun thing about the Florida Panthers is there's only I was just looking at home records there. There is one team in the NHL with 20 or more road wins. Florida Panthers have 21. They're the best road team in hockey, which if you're heading into the playoffs, the last team I want to see is this team from the Sunshine State. This is the best 5-on-5 team in hockey. This is the best team in hockey. And I've been saying this for months. And this is going to be another statement win for them here in this spot. -125 on the road. Give me the Panthers at this price. Absolutely. 100%. And when you look at this Panthers team, I mean, I'm trying to poke holes in them. Bobrovsky's been great. Their 5-on-5 play is good. Their power play is strong. Their penalty kill is one of the best in the league. This is a Stanley Cup caliber team with the Panthers. And they're one of the best road teams in hockey. I'll take them at the short road price here in this spot.
Man, when I hear statement win, Nick, I'm thinking Panthers puck line.
You can play the puck line, but once again, just like last game, I could see this being an overtime win.
Puck line is around +200, 195, 200. Because when I hear statement win, I know you can say, oh, a win in overtime is a statement win. I don't see that as a statement win. I see a statement win as them going in and winning 5-1. 5-2, something in that range, and covering a puck line. That's a statement win to me, and I think we see that. The thing is, do we really need a quote unquote statement win from Florida?
No,
I don't think we do. I think they're the best team in hockey, and I don't think there's really any question about it. I don't think anybody's questioning whether or not they're the best team in hockey right now. They currently hold the President's Trophy by a point over Vancouver, which I know if you have futures on the Panthers, you don't want them to get the President's Trophy. But a statement win here is a puck line. So Florida puck line +200.
+133 for the -1 line if you're interested in that as well.
I don't do -1s.
I know.
If I'm going after, I'm going after it. So Matthews' goal is -134.
Yeah. What if Matthews' goal parlayed with the Leafs to win? There you go.
Texas A&M CC.
I lean that direction.
Okay, the 299 fight week. I don't really watch UFC. Peas, yes. Kind of want Panthers, but they're better on the road. Weber State, nope, on the opposite side. I'm on Montana State. Reinhardt goal. Why not? Northern Colorado. Who's Northern? I like to look at the matchup. I know you have your spreadsheet up, but I like to look at the matchup. Northern Colorado's got... Can't find that logo. There it is. Against Northern Arizona. Lines dropped from 4.5 to 3.5. I kind of lean Northern Arizona. Did not bet it. Kachuk goal. There you go. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Untouchable. What do y'all think about Baylor versus Texas letdown? Texas +7. I was very close to grabbing Texas +7. I thought that was going to be going. Bob versus Igor. Screw the Jets last night. Lost the under and the Sabres. Yeah, that sucked. Rangers and Boston all day. So he's against us on both. That's fine. Panthers and Reinhardt goal. I think the Panthers have better depth at forward. I think the Panthers have better everything. Draw and the over for Bruins. Leaning Rangers staying off for now. Took Norfolk State before seeing balling out. Maryland East Shore is shit. Yeah, I know. Leafs and Rangers revenge. No, Leafs yes, Rangers no. I bought a point on Texas. I feel like if you have to buy a point, then you're not really liking it all that much. A lot of people like the Rangers. Well, they're at home. You're getting them at a little bit of plus money. Why not? No, I like Florida. This one's a big game in terms of playoffs.
This will probably be the most important game of the day I don't have money on. Because this impacts two of my futures that I have in pretty significant way. So let's get into it here. The Philadelphia Flyers and the St. Louis Blues. The Flyers minus 140 favorites, total 6 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, where we had this line opened up at a 135. It's down to a 134. So we've had a 1 cent line movement towards Philadelphia. We had this line open up at a 6 at minus 101. It's now a 6 at plus 101. So we've had a move towards the under. And we've had to move a 2 cent line movement towards the under and a 1 cent line movement towards Philly. Or towards St. Louis. So really no line movement here at all in this game. 25% of the tickets, 73% of the cash is on the Blues, 900 tickets in. So take that with a grain of salt. 73% of tickets are on the over. No cash flow there with very limited sample sizing there. I have this game priced pretty spot on. I have this game priced around 5.72 goals, so it's a slightly lean towards the under in this game. But I also have this game priced for Philly to be minus 140, minus 145 in this spot. So I think this line is correct. This is a big game for me, though, with futures-wise. I don't see value on the side in this game, but I have Blues to make the playoffs. I have the Islanders to make the playoffs, and I need the Flyers to lose, and they need the Blues to win. So Blues in regulation would be the greatest result that I can have tonight in this game. Am I betting this game? No. I see no value in betting this game. So it's a pass for me there. I'm going to be rooting for the Blues, though.
I feel that. It's kind of hard to go against Philly right now. They've looked really good as of late. But as you mentioned, you like the Blues at home as a dog.
Blues at home as a dog. On the road, they're a little bit more shaky.
Yeah, I'm going to end up staying away from this game too. Not really needing to go after this one. I know we're both going to be rooting for the Blues, but this is kind of a stay away spot for us.
Yeah.
NC Central. Yeah, I don't mind NC Central. Who do they got today? Morgan State at Morgan State. Lines moved from 4.5 to 6.5. Sure, why not? I think they could win by double digits at Morgan State. Value on Houston Christian or McNeese butt kicking?
It's a good question. I don't know.
I wanted to lean Houston Christian, but I'm not trying to fade McNeese State. On the Natties, you're betting baseball. Good luck. If Flyers play a good team, they beat the Blues. Yeah. I love my Blues and the under. Lamar, Sela, thoughts. I hate Sela. No, I'm kidding. Their baseball team annoys me. Lamar, we didn't bet either of those games, but good luck to you. Blues aren't as fast besides the first line. Under Arison.
Yeah. No Sandstrom. They're gonna keep riding Arison, and I think it's gonna kill the kid by the end of the season.
Well, this one should be interesting.
Yeah, this is a game that I bet last night. I don't feel as good about it after seeing some news about this game, but we'll get into that there. Where we have the Vegas Golden Knights and the Columbus Blue Jackets. We have the Vegas Golden Knights opened up at 170 or 72. It's down to a 170. So we've had a move towards Columbus in this game. Line opened up at a 6.5 at plus 104. It's down to a 6.5 at plus 102. So we've had a move towards the under, and we've had a move towards the Blue Jackets in this game. And I'm surprised the lines moved towards the Blue Jackets in this game because Daniil Tarasov has been, I think, confirmed for this game or projected for this game. 29% of the tickets and 70% of the cash is on Columbus, though. 75% of the tickets are on the puck line for Vegas. 38% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the under 6.5 in this game. With Tarasov, that makes me very, very nervous. But with that being said, I fully intended on betting the Columbus Blue Jackets in this game. Situationally, this is a terrible spot for the Vegas Golden Knights. Yes, I get it. They're coming in off of a blowout loss in their last game, 7-2 against Buffalo. But I said going into this that after that Toronto game, I backed him in Vegas, I backed him in Boston. But I said the last 2 games of the road trip, I planned on betting against him. We took the Sabres last game. We're taking the Columbus Blue Jackets this game. I got CBJ at plus 155 in this game. Now, this is the last game of a 5-game East road trip here, where it started in Ottawa. They lose in a shootout in Ottawa. We had Ottawa that game. They beat Toronto. We had Vegas in that game. They lose to Boston. They lose to Buffalo. And now they're going to play Columbus before they head home to play Vancouver and Detroit on the 7th and the 9th. So definitely a spot where they could be looking ahead to Vancouver. And one thing we've really noticed with this Vegas Golden Knights team, they've now slipped into 3rd in the division. They would be going to Edmonton to start game 1 of a playoff series. And there's a very good chance if they continue to play like this, Vegas can fall out of the mix completely. Now, that'll take a lot of help for them to fall out of the mix completely, because when you look at it, they still are 8 points up on the Calgary Flames and 8 points up on the St. Louis Blues, who are the 2 teams that would look to try to catch them. However, they have 73 points, the Vegas Golden Knights. There's a very likely opportunity that within the next couple days, they are sitting in the last wildcard spot, because the LA Kings are a point behind them with a game in hand, and the Nashville Predators are a point behind them, and they have 1 less game. So if Nashville and LA win their next game and Vegas loses this one, we'll be looking at the Vegas Golden Knights having to go to Vancouver game 1 of a playoff series, which could be a lot of fun. And if they're healthy by that time, Vegas could be a very, very live 8 seed. However, I think that's just an interesting situation I wanted to bring up, that potentially Vegas can slip to the 8 seed if they're not careful. But with that being said, I had full intentions on backing Columbus in the spot. Columbus coming in off of a nice win. We tripled down on Columbus in their last game. If you remember, when during the show, Soderblom was announced, and we played Columbus -1. Columbus team total over, full game over, and all of them smashed in that 5-2 win. I'm going to go back to Columbus here in this spot as well. Give me plus 155 with the Blue Jackets.
To me, I would have kind of leaned Vegas in this one, just because of what happened to them last game. You lose 7-2 in a game, I think you come back pissed off. Now,
they can come back pissed off, but without Mark Stone, their defensive game has taken a nosedive.
Correct. I'm not going to bet this game because I'm not going to go and try to fade you. But it would be a lean towards Vegas for me, and I'd have to puck line it. So it kind of, because I feel like good teams bounce back. I know I have Vegas futures, which since that has completely gone to shit, but it is what it is. I still would lean Vegas in this game. I feel like it could do that.
Sure.
Prairie View. I love all these little schools today.
Good old Panthers.
Prairie View. If I remember right, I actually might want to go on and bet on Prairie View. Where are they on here? Prairie View. No, they had a loss in between them. All right, never mind. Because I was about to say, could this possibly be their first game after losing to Mississippi Valley State? It is not. They lost to Alcorn State last game. So, no bet on that one. Fading Sela. Who does Sela end up having today? Incarnate Word. I could see the word. Happy Trevor Williams Day. Want to hammer Vegas. Southern and Sacramento State. I don't believe we touched Southern game. Who do they have? I don't remember all the games off the top of my head. They're against the Rattlers. I could see Southern, although the line's dropped a little bit. Sacramento State against Eastern Washington at home. Getting 8.5 points, fine. Blue Jackets first period and the under.
I could see the first period with the Blue Jackets. That's actually not a bad look.
Northwestern State and Incarnate Word. Sure, with those. How come there's no trades? Not yet. What up, bros? I'm on the Blues and the Leafs today.
I like it.
Yo. I'm guessing Joe didn't have that good of a day. O's run line and Rays. Okay. Panthers. Your boy Dean Kramer's on the mound. I thought he was out for a while.
That's Kyle Bradish.
Bradish is out for a while. Dean Kramer's my boy. That's right. Kennesaw State -2. I remember how they was actually good. This year they're not. This year they're 9th out of 10 in the ASUN. So no, this year they're not good. But speaking of not good,
Good God, -500 favorite in this game. We have the Colorado Avalanche -500, total of 6 in this game. Taking a look at the line history in this spot here, where we have, let's see, line up and up at a 420. It's up to a 443 on BetOnline. So we've had a move towards Colorado. Total opened up at a 6 at -116. It's a 6 at -118 now. So we've had a move towards the over, and we've had a move towards Colorado in this game here. Taking a look at the cash flow in this spot, we have 94% of the tickets are on Colorado, 64% of cash on the Blackhawks on the money line. But, I mean, that makes sense. 53% of the tickets and 67% of cash on the puck line for the Avalanche here in this game. 64% of the tickets are on the over in this spot line, moving slightly towards the over in this game. We have Colorado. See, here's the thing. I would love to take Chicago +2.5 in this game. However, they're on the road. This is their first game of a road trip. They've been playing a lot of games at home as of late. They've only played one of their last 10 games on the road, and that was a 6-3 loss at PNC Arena. Other than that, they've been just losing at home nonstop. On the flip side, we have Colorado returning home after getting their ass whipped 5-1 against the Nashville Predators. For that, so that's definitely. I mean, this is definitely a bounce back spot. These two teams did just play on February 29th. The Colorado Avalanche went into Chicago and won 5-0. And I kind of want to say expect more of the same in this game here. Am I going to sit here and tell you there's value on a -500 favorite? No. But I kind of want to see, can I combine these? No. I probably need to go to a prop builder. So I remember doing this earlier in the season. After the Rangers got their ass whooped one game, we turned around and we played the double results for the Rangers when they were massive favorites at like a pick 'em price tag, or I think I got like +105 for it. I kind of want to see what that would be here with the Avalanche, where you get the first period winner, so first period puck line, and then them to win the game as well. You can get -102 with the Colorado Avalanche in that spot for first period -0.5 full game money line. If you want to try to cut down the juice that way, I think that's a great way to do it. And if the Avalanche win the first period, then you'll have a -102 money line with them. So that may be a way to attack this game. I don't like laying this bit. I'm not going to lay $1.75 on the puck line. I think the Chicago Blackhawks are unbackable on the road because when you look at what they are on the road, number one, 424-1. So they've won 4 games on the road. They've only covered in 9 games on the road. So if you want to go for an even bigger score, you can go first period full game puck line double result, which I think probably can get you just as a much better payout as well. Obviously, you're going to be cutting it down from -500 to -175 on the full game result there for that spot. But let me see what that is right now. First period puck line, full game. Oh, it's making me do 2.5, which would be +169. But -102 for the double result. I'm kind of interested in that. I lean that way.
How about Colorado money line with McKinnon to score?
I could see that.
Or let's add one more leg to it. 1 second. I can get 525 for Colorado, McKinnon, and Dard to score. Have a little bit of extra value on that one. I'm probably going to be staying off this one. This is way too wide of a line. I feel no reason to want to go after this. So this is a complete stay away. It would have been Chicago or nothing. But if you look at Colorado's last game, after they got absolutely smoked by Nashville, there's zero chance I'm betting that. If they beat Nashville in convincing fashion, maybe I might be looking towards Chicago right now, but no, not going to happen.
I think this is a bounce back game for the Avalanche.
It could very well
and
be.
when you're getting a minus 500 favorite, there's one thing I really need them to be. That's motivated.
Yep.
And we definitely have a motivated Avalanche team. And I placed it here. Minus 102, double result. Avalanche, first period, puck line, full game, money line. Minus 102.
There you go. Under in VGK with Jackets. Fever money line won't be the same. You're already betting WNBA. Jesus fuck, dude. It starts on May 14th. Fever against Connecticut. Okay. I could see that. Maybe take a little bit of Washington at home. Could be a little bit of fun. Oh, sorry. That's back to the NHL. Bruins money line. No, we like we like Toronto. It failed last time, but Blackhawks puck line and the under will pass if it's not Mrazek.
Yeah, okay.
McKinnon goal is minus 154. Avs first period puck line. Bump it to 6.5 under. The only way I could see value is Avs money line McKinnon goal. McKinnon shots on goal and team total under for the Blackhawks. See that? Fever money line. Yes, Fever money line will be a play on the first day of the year. All right, let's jump to the last hockey game, and then we'll talk over NBA, which I only have one play in the NBA today, Nick.
Yeah, we had the Calgary Flames and the Seattle Kraken. The Flames minus 135, minus 130, minus 135 favorites, total of 5.5 in this game. I'm seeing sixes pop up, so shop around. Line opened up at a 140. It's down to a 126 for Calgary. That makes me a little nervous. Line opened up at a 6 plus 104, and it stayed there. Looking at the cash flow in this spot where we have 71% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the Kraken, 1,800 tickets in. So a little bit of a public road dog. So, okay, that makes me feel a little bit better there with the line moving in that direction. At least we have a reason why. And I 100% disagree with it. I have the Flames here around a minus 180 in this game. I played them at minus 133 last night in this spot. The Flames have been a team I've been backing a lot as of late. And also I have this game projected for 5.44 goals. So I think that 5.5 number is correct when you look at it here. And this Calgary team is red hot right now. They're flaming. 5 in a row against Winnipeg, Boston, Edmonton, LA, and Pittsburgh. So it's not like they're playing bad teams and getting wins. They're playing – they beat 4 playoff teams in the Penguins. So this is a good winning streak for the Flames, and they're getting a fringe team right now. Seattle, within the mix of those teams that are just a few points behind the Predators and the Kings for a playoff spot. And Kraken coming in off of a loss against the Edmonton Oilers in their last game. I like the Flames in this spot. I think this line should be much wider. I played Calgary in this game, so that's where I'm going for this one.
Flames puck line. So I think at the end of the day, I'm going to get to 3 big puck lines, which sounds like a lot of fun, and I could find them all for over $2 each. Calgary, $2. Toronto, $2. $2.10 for Florida. I'm on some big puck lines today, and that's what I'm going to be riding with. The Flames, I've been on the Flames for a little while now. Obviously, I put out that future of the Flames to make the playoffs, and I'm still going to stick by it. I still think they have a decent shot to make the playoffs. They're only 7 points behind both the Kings and the Predators, although those two teams have been playing fantastic. They're only 8 points behind Vegas, which I think could collapse. Even though I do have Vegas futures, so that's kind of unfortunate. I do like Calgary in this game, Nick.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the under in the Kraken Flames?
I think that line's correct. If you can get a 6, I would lean towards the under. I would only look under.
Thing is, I when I take a puck line, I never want to take an under with it, just because I want to be able to get as many goals from my team as possible. But that's just me. I love flame grilled Kraken. Flames in the over, like the Kraken. 1 in 5 first quarter Chicago. I love that play. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, the double result. Yeah, I actually really like that look now. The more and more I look at it, I really, really like it.
All right, let's head to the NBA, which I think I came close to betting this one, but
God damn it, I hate this team. I hate the freaking Memphis Grizzlies. They've done nothing but burn me. My numbers like them again today, and I probably just got to tell my numbers no. Gotta say stop with the Grizzlies. This is a team that's bet against or stay off. That being said, they're going to win out right now. I'm going to try to avoid them. But line opened up at a 8. It's up to a 9.5. Right, so the market moving towards the Nets in this game. Line opened up at a 211. It's down to a 207. So a move towards the under, a 4-point line movement towards the under, and a move towards the Nets. So let's see, is the market going to agree that 81% of the tickets, 81% of the cash on the Nets. The lines move towards them, which is probably going to be enough to keep me off this game. That the market's moving towards the Nets and not towards the Grizzlies. If this line was moving towards the Grizzlies, it would have to be a play on them. But it hasn't. 24% of the tickets and 81% of the cash on the over. I wonder how much of that's come in on the 207 number rather than the 211 number after it's dropped 4 points. My projection for this game was a 5. My numbers have still not caught up to how bad the Memphis Grizzlies are, which is annoying. And I have this game projected, in like the 216 range. So maybe I played the over in this game, in this spot. It burned me yesterday, all these overs. But with all these unders coming through, you got to think that the overs are going to have some type of value coming up here. I'm gonna take a shot here. Over 207 after a 4-point line drop. Over 207 Memphis and Brooklyn for me.
I kind of lean Memphis, but I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. I don't need to do it. I mean, I already threw away money by betting Memphis to make the playoff futures back when John Morant came back, and they're 21 games under 500. So that's not going to happen. I am aware that's not going to happen. It's been a rough year for Memphis, a team that we kind of expected to have a little bit of a better year. But to be fair, it happens. I'm going to stay off this game. There is zero chance you're getting me to bet the Brooklyn Nets -9. So this one's a complete stay away from me. And as for the total, an under. It would have to be under or nothing, even at 207.5. I could see this one under 200.
Yeah. By the way, the team total for Memphis, 99.5 at even money. They hit 100 last game against Portland, but they needed overtime to do it. They hit 101 against Memphis. They hit 113 against Brooklyn and 121. Actually, they've hit 100 in 6 of their last 10 games. The only ones they didn't last time against Brooklyn. They scored 86. I think if you want to back Memphis, you gotta look at that team total over rather than taking them on like the spread or anything like that.
Yeah. Cracking his shit. F the Grizzlies. Nick, stay off. Don't bet it. They suck badly. Kind of like the Nets. I am not hey, the Nets could cover. That's fine. There's zero chance I'm laying 9 points on the Nets. So good luck to anybody who does. To the next game, this one's the only one I have a play in, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Los Angeles Clippers. They're at the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks 5.5-point favorites, total of 226 in this game. Let's get into the line history in this spot here, where we've had this line opened up at a 5, got up to a 5.5 for Milwaukee. Line opened up at a 229, it's down to a 226. So we keep seeing these lines just drop for totals here. 89% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on the under. In this one, 9,100 tickets in, 76% of the tickets, 72% of the cash is on the Bucks. And the line's moving towards the Bucks here as well. And my numbers don't account for back-to-backs. I have this game around 2.5. But with the back-to-backs, I would have this more like a 4.5. So it's a slight lean for me towards the Clippers still. Bucks seem a little bit public with the lines moving in their direction, so I can understand that. And then as for the total, the lines dropped 3 points, and I had this game projected around 236. So wow, around 236.5, 237 range. This is another game that grades out really well for an over for me. Public all over the under. And the line has plummeted. It's gone from a 229, and now it can get a 225.5. I'm gonna do it again here. I'm probably gonna get burned by all these overs again, but I'm on the over in this game, 225.5.
I mean, I understand looking at the over because everybody saw what happened yesterday with the Clippers, 89-88.
Yeah.
So a very low scoring game there, and all of a sudden you get a total that's way above that. Which I mean, this is about an average total, but I like the Bucks in this one. I got it at a 15. At a 5. and it's gone up to a 5.5. I think the Bucks are the better team here. And you look at it, the Bucks have been playing some really good basketball since the start of the second half. And I wouldn't be surprised if at this point we could see Milwaukee make a decent run. Because now they're back up in second in the East. They are 8.5 games behind the Boston Celtics, who just do not lose anymore. Boston is 48-12. Holy crap! But this is a Bucks team that's been playing some good basketball as of late. They're 5-0 since the All-Star break. 5-0 against the spread in the All-Star break since the All-Star break. Granted, this is the best team that they've played since the All-Star break, and yes, I am including Minnesota in that. So I do like the Bucks in this one minus the 5. I think they win this one by double digits. And yes, I could see an over in this game. Am I betting the over? No. But could I see it? Yes. Lean over? I could see an over in this game. Line movement history, good or bad, as well as percentage of tickets on or money on one side or another. Has never predicted the outcome of the game. Too much is given to the line movement where the bets are.
Okay, cool.
Bucks and Giannis double-double. I'll be honest, I think I might end up adding the over to this game. I'm not sure. If I do, it's going to be a free play on the picksandparleys.net website. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah, the Minnesota Timberwolves minus 14-point home favorites, total 210.5 in this game. Let's get into the line history in this spot here, where this line opened up with the Minnesota Timberwolves as 14-point favorites. It's not moved. Line opened up at a 213. It's down to a 210.5. So once again, we have a move towards the under in this spot here. We've had all these games just moving towards the unders, and we are seeing more unders in the NBA as of late.
We are,
which I think is going to generate value on overs going forward. And maybe it's going to take a few days for those to catch up. I don't know. 54% of tickets are in the under. The line's plummeted towards the under from 213 down to 210.5. We have 56% of tickets and 93% of the cash is on the Timberwolves, for about 5,000 tickets in. And the line is not moved for there either. It's not a huge sample size there. I mean, 5,000 tickets I think is fine when it comes to that. I had this game projected at a 14, so I think that this line is about correct when it comes to the side. And as for the total, I do have this game projected around that 213.5 mark where it did open up as. So I would lean towards the over in this game at 210, but I'm not going to play this one. It's a pass.
That's fine. I'm not touching this game either. I don't bet double-digit spreads, and I'm not coming anywhere near Portland. That's not going to happen. This one's no. I'm never laying 14 points. If you catch me laying 14 points, it's obviously not me.
Or it's college basketball.
If you see me betting minus 14s in an NBA game, I will look towards it in WNBA maybe, laying that big of points in the WNBA. But right now in the NBA, no, absolutely not. That will bring us to this game, which I have also zero interest in, Nick.
Yeah, the Utah Jazz and the Washington Wizards. I was actually looking at this game a little bit here. We have this game opened up with the Jazz as minus, I think 6.5 is where this opened up. It opened up at a 6.5. It got up to a 7. It's back down to a 6. I saw 5.5 a little bit on Bovada. Line opened up at a 240, and this is the first game that's moved up. It's gone from a 240 up to a 240.5. So we've had a half-point line movement towards the over in this game here with 35% of tickets and 76% of the cash is on said over. And then we have 73% of the tickets and 53% of cash on the Jazz, and the lines move slightly towards the Jazz. Or my bad, it's moved towards the Wizards in this game here. Looking at my projections for this game, I have the Jazz as an 8-point favorite. So I see value here on Utah at the 6 number in this one. And I have this game projected up in the 245 range. So I actually do like this game over the total as well. And I think I'm going to move on this game over the total. And I wanted to move on the Jazz in this game. I'm actually going to double down on this game then. I'm going to take the full game over at 241. I'm seeing 241.5. Let me see if I can still get that 240. That's at even money. Let me see if I can still get that 241 here. Can I still get that at minus 110? I can. Really? It's minus 120? I can get. No. That's annoying. It looks like I'm going to do the 241.5 then. because 241 is minus 120. So we're going to take over 241.5 at even money. And we're going to go ahead and grab the Utah Jazz team total over 122.5 at minus 125 in this game. More overs for me. Yeah, I know. But I like the Jazz to begin with in this game. And the total makes sense to me as well.
I mean, I don't blame you. I kind of, well, obviously we've seen how bad this Washington team has looked. Last time Washington won a game was on January 29th. So they went an entire month without winning a game. Very rough for them. Now they're in Utah. Thing is, I will say I'm kind of sad with Utah. Because at one point they were sitting in the 10, the 9 seed. We're like, oh, maybe they might be able to have a shot to make the play-ins. And yeah, now they're 5.5 games back of Golden State and LA. So rough for them. That is unfortunate. I was hoping to see them do well. They are a better team at home. At this point, they're very close to getting passed by the Houston Rockets. So it ends up being not as good of a season for them. I'm going to completely stay away from this game. I'll call this one a 1-800 gambling game.
Sure.
Good morning, fellas. I like the over as well as in this game, as well as the under in the Bucks game. I do not like the under in the Bucks game. I leaned over in it. I did not bet it yet.
I bet the over 225.5 in that game.
We got 2 games left. This is another kind of weird game for me.
Yeah, we have the Chicago Bulls and the Sacramento Kings, 6.5 point favorites on the Kings, total of 227.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, where we have this game opened up at a 6. It's up to a 6.5. The line opened up at a 228. It's down to a 227.5. So we've had to move towards the under. We've had to move towards the Kings in this game here. Only half-point line movements, though. 54% of tickets and 81% of cash on the under. So the line's moving towards the under. Sharp money's on the under. 9,100 tickets in. 34% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on the Bulls, and the line's gone from a 6 to a 6.5. So we've had to move away from the Bulls, even though the bigger bets are coming in on said Chicago Bulls. I have this game projected for the Kings around 4.5. So I see value here on the Bulls. Do I want to go after them? No, not particularly with the way this market is moving. And I have this game projected in the 230s. But with the way the market's moving there as well, I'm going to stay off of this game completely because my numbers like Chicago in the over and the market is saying Kings in the under. So it's a pass for me in this game.
Yeah, I would kind of lean Kings just because I still think this Bulls team is awful. I would want to fade them on the road. The Bulls are probably going to end up being in a playing game. It'll most likely be the 9-10 matchup, and they're probably going to get Atlanta. Although it could be Atlanta or it could be Brooklyn at this point. Either one of them have a chance to get there. For me, this one's a stay away. I lean Kings minus the 6.5. You guys know I was high on the Kings coming into the year, so I do like the Kings in general, but not enough for me to want to go after it.
So basically, the Bulls are going to try to play for the under to get swept by the Celtics.
Kind of.
Nice.
Yeah. Honestly, in the East, I think the Celtics have a cakewalk to the Eastern Conference Finals because they get probably either Chicago, Atlanta, or maybe Brooklyn, and then they would get right now either New York or Philly. I think those are both cakewalks for Boston. And then they would have to play either Milwaukee or Cleveland. That, I think, will be a series.
Fair.
Jazz have screwed me in the past, 1-800. And I think Bulls cover. That's why I'm not betting the game. This one was close to being a bet for me, though.
This is a weird line, I will say. We have the Lakers. They're now 1.5 point favorites, I'm seeing, with a total of 237.5 in this game. We have the Oklahoma City Thunder on a second half of back-to-back. They went and they beat the Suns in Phoenix last night. Line opened up at OKC -1. It's now Lakers -1. So the line's gone through 0. Line opened up at a 241. It's down to a 238.5. We're starting to see 238s and 237.5 as well. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game, where we have 34% of tickets and 57% of cash on the Lakers spread. 34% of tickets, 85% of cash on the Lakers money line. Sharp money all over the Lakers here in the spot. 7,100 tickets in. 29% of tickets and 62% of cash on the over, and the line's dropped a few points in this one here, but I wonder if that's come at the lower number there. I have this game projected around 239, so I think this line's about correct when it comes to the total. And as for the side, I wanted the Thunder. I had this game projected for the Thunder to be 3-point favorites. Okay, you can bump that down maybe a point and a half, 2 points for them being on back-to-back. So maybe this line is correct and now thinking about it. But I would lean towards the Thunder, but I want nothing to do with the market screaming this is a Lakers spot, a Lakers smash spot. This probably would be the gambler's first glance, if I had to guess, would be the Lakers money line tonight or the Lakers -1. But for me, it's a pass. Simple pass to end the night.
I just added it to my card.
Lakers?
I'm on the Lakers tonight.
Knew it.
This is a horrible spot for the Thunder. They're coming off of a big win in Phoenix by 8 points. And I think it was a decent sized comeback in that game too. Because I believe they were losing at one point. No, they were never losing. But no, that was just a really big win last night. Now they go to LA. LA coming off of LeBron getting his 40,000th point, and then them losing by double digits to my Nuggets again. Fantastic, chef's kiss. But this is a Lakers spot for me. And this will end up it'll end up putting Minnesota back in first place for the West for the time being. But this is a Lakers spot for me.
There you go.
That is all the games for today. We'll go ahead and see what the chat has to say. Bulls money line. Bulls got this. Come on, guys. No. What's up, brothers in chat? Good luck today. Good luck to you as well. Thunder, ride or die. Grab money line last night at even money. Yup. Prop of the night for me, De'Aaron Fox over 24.5 points. Get it. That is all of the games for today, though. We'll go ahead and do a quick housekeeping and then recapping before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. All of that is linked down below. Recap for today. I took 3 big puck lines in hockey. Panthers, Leafs, and Flames. And then for the NBA, I'm on Milwaukee, and I'm on the Lakers. Nick?
Yeah, I'm on the Leafs -130. I'm on the Panthers -125. Blue Jackets +155. Avalanche double result. First period puck line, full game money line -102. And the Flames at -133. In the NBA, Memphis, Brooklyn over 207. LA, Milwaukee over 225.5. Jazz team total over 122.5 -125, and the full game over 241.5 at even money.
There you go. Maple Leafs, yes. Sprinkle on the draw. No, I like the puck line for the Leafs.
Yeah, I would think draw.
Jazz finally snapped the streak. Jazz and Collins double. There you go. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bets Show. We'll be back with another one tomorrow. Where's the outro? I lost the outro. Where did it go? There it is. All right. See you later, guys.